Okay, Chelsea have beaten Manchester United 3-1 at Wembley in the second FA Cup semi-final. Deserved win. It could have been more. Chelsea, if they were a little bit more ruthless or had a few more opportunities, it could have been more if they were a bit more accurate with their shooting. But they didn't have to be. Tactically, both sides set up in the first half exactly the same, three at the back. It suited Chelsea more, so they won the tactical battle from the first kickoff. Then they won the physical and positional battle actually with the ball. They won the possession battle. And, yes, the Eric Bailly head injury is obviously concerning. That's a bit unsettling. 11-minute delay. It's quite a lengthy piece of treatment he had there. So there was 11 minutes added time at the end of the first half. Now, Giroud's goal is a carbon copy of Maguire's own goal for how the ball was crossed in and the attacking player basically manoeuvring them and positioning themselves better than the defensive player. Now, Giroud's goal, he beats Lindelof positionally as Piliqueta puts in a very, very good cross. And it's a accurate finish, not the strongest finish. De Gea needs to do better. He's caught flat-footed. He wasn't commanding, like coming out to put pressure on Giroud and making himself big. He's caught flat-footed and it squirms under his body. Had Giroud hit that cleaner, I don't think De Gea necessarily saves it. But with the pace the ball was coming at him, he could do better. But it's a goal. And it's a deserved goal with the way Chelsea played in that first half. They won the tactical battle, won the physical battle, and Giroud was causing problems for all three of United's back three. Maguire was losing the physical battle. Lindelof was losing the positional physical battle, and Eric Bailly obviously head knock, collision with Maguire, goes off injured. They have to rejig their formation. Martial comes on. Now they had a penalty shout, which was turned down. VAR was involved apparently. I didn't see any VAR going up, but is what it is. That was the highlight, I think, Man United's first half, was Martial's little counter-attack, where there was a bit of uncertainty in the Chelsea defence, partly because of the length of time that Eric Bailly needed treatment. Irregardless, Chelsea deserved to be 1-0 up at half-time. Mason Mount's goal should not have happened for two reasons. One, crazy square ball across the midfield when just put it in Rosette or punt it down the other end of the field. Sometimes just put your laces through it is the solution. Stop trying to pass your way out of trouble. It doesn't always work, and not when you're lacking confidence. Mason Mount, there's no one near him. He picks it up. No one closes him down. Not a single Manchester United player is within 10 feet of him. His shot, while not the strongest or most powerful shot, is on target. De Gea, that is all on De Gea. That is really poor goalkeeping. Yes, there's been a mistake made, the ball given away. It happens in a game. You're not going to have 100% pass completion. But with goalkeeping like that, you're expecting your goalkeeper of the quality of De Gea to stop that. He doesn't. He's been doing this a lot in the last 2 and a bit years since the World Cup in Russia. He's been making a lot of these errors, a lot of saves that he should have and crosses he should claim. He's not doing it. And that is on De Gea, the goalkeeping bit of it. The giveaway of the ball is also unnecessary as well. Trying to pass your way out of trouble when you actually pass your way into trouble. It happens a lot, and Chelsea are on the front foot. They're 2-0 up. They don't actually need to score again, ironically. They are creating chance after chance now at this point. It's not a barrage of shots on goal. De Gea does pull off some good saves, so he does prove he does have strong wrists. But Man United are chasing the game. That's what Chelsea want. They want to play on the counter-attack. The Maguire own goal is a carbon copy of Giroud's goal with the positioning of players. It's a Marcos Alonso cross. It's a carbon copy of Azpilicueta's cross. Now, Rudiger has stayed up from a corner. He's the only player in the box. There are 5 United players that I counted in the box. Now, Maguire obviously has got the head start in a sense that he's the one nearest goal, but Rudiger's there. He puts pressure on Maguire. Maguire puts it in his own net, but he doesn't really get much help from De Gea either. De Gea is just staying on his line. De Gea hasn't charged out and said, right, I'm taking this on. I'm claiming this ball. I'm going to wipe out both players, but I'm going for the ball. He stays on his line. And that is another problem. He does this for the first goal. He does this for the third goal. He's not commanding his box. The fact that Rudiger is allowed to get a run in the box when he's a centre-back and he's stayed up from a set play is also worrying. All the other Chelsea players have retreated. Giroud's not in the box. Kovacic, not in the box. Willian, not in the box. Rudiger's decided he's hungrier than Maguire. He wants it more than Maguire. He puts pressure on Maguire. Maguire puts it in his own net. is a completely avoidable own goal. Maguire's body positioning is all wrong. He could have easily side-footed that past the post, clear the danger away. He doesn't. He's clearly too lackadaisical in retreating, and he puts it in his own net. But De Gea, again, by not commanding his box, doesn't help his defender. Communication's an issue there. It's 3-0. It's 3-0. Chelsea had worked out they can get low crosses in the box and cause problems. Now, here come the changes. The players, like, Pogba comes on. Martial's obviously been on since half-time. Hudson-Odoi and Tammy Abraham come on, and they create problems and could have scored a fourth right at the death. Now, Bruno Fernandes does get a penalty, and Hudson-Odoi, it's a rash challenge from a young player who's just come on the pitch. He doesn't need to make that challenge. Young players do this. Forwards backtracking do this. They make rash challenges they shouldn't do. It's a forwards challenge. Now, Bruno Fernandes couldn't really get on the ball as much today. He's been key and instrumental in Manchester United's turn-up in fortunes in the last 19, 20 games. He was kept very quiet today, but the penalty is very, very well taken. And Willy Caballero is a goalkeeper who's very good at saving penalties. It makes it 3-1. It shouldn't be 3-1. Manchester United weren't good enough to be 3-1 today. It should have been 4-0, because just after that, Hudson-Odoi and Tammy Abraham, in added time, mug Maguire at the end of the field, have a good little combination, and yeah, the finish could be better. But Abraham and Hudson-Odoi going forward, that's a very good attacking partnership going forward, I think, for Chelsea for the next 5-10 years. They could have scored a fourth goal, and that would have really, really put the icing on the cake. Pogba loses the ball. When Pogba came on, he didn't do much. This is what frustrates me about a player as good as Paul Pogba. He's played in 2 international finals. He's played in the Euro 2016 final. He's played in the World Cup final and won it. Right, this is a player who's got, silverware to his name. He's a very talented player, but he goes missing in big games. He goes missing, be it off the subs bench or starting as a player. He's very talented, but also exceptionally moody. He's like the Mesut Ozil of Manchester United. Big name player, but a lot of the time he disappears and he's not there. Martial, he's not. He showed flashes from after coming on. Pogba didn't show enough. If you want to turn the game, you've got to be awake and on it. And Pogba, he gives the ball away and it nearly leads to a goal on the pitch 15 seconds later. This is a problem Man United need to fix, is Paul Pogba. If they're to build a team around him going forward from next season, they need to fix the issue that is Paul Pogba and his focus and his desire. But Manchester United today were lacking in all those areas as a team. Harry Maguire looks lost at sea. How is he club captain? I think at Leicester he didn't have to be the captain. Wes Morgan is the captain. At Manchester United, he's now been thrust with the position of the captain's armband, the leadership position. He looks lost at sea. I think he's failing to live up to that price. That's a heavy weight round his neck, and the players around him aren't good enough either. At Leicester, there was a mentality of togetherness and team unity. Here, there's too many individuals on the pitch. Chelsea, Lampard, I think they have a very, very good chance against Arsenal to win his first trophy as a manager, and they've appeared in like 8 or 9 FA Cup finals since 1997. It's insane. They'd only won it once before then. Arsenal and Chelsea have dominated the FA Cup in the last 20 years, and I can see Chelsea being the favourites. I think they have a little bit more about them than Arsenal. Arsenal have had a bit of a recovery in recent weeks, but that was a very good Chelsea performance. The tactics suited them perfectly. They've got a good system, and every player is fighting for their position. No one is certain of their position. Kepa, the most expensive goalkeeper, is on the bench. Caballero, who's 39, is now the starting goalkeeper. Lampard's got it in the players' heads. You've got to fight for your position. Man United, back to the drawing board. There's a couple of games left. They've got games in hand now on Leicester. They're chasing this Champions League spot. It's going to go down to the wire. Leicester lost today against Tottenham. Chelsea, they for me, are favourites for the FA Cup final on today's performance. But thank you very much for watching. Place your thoughts below, and I'll have some more videos for you very, very soon.